The Hunchback of Notre-Dame, the tragedy behind the bells. Some stories are not meant to comfort you. They are meant to haunt you. To ring in your memory like a bell in a silent city. Victor Hugo's The Hunchback of Notre-Dame is not a fairy tale. It is a Gothic tragedy. A brutal meditation on beauty, loneliness, power, and fate. Set in the shadow of one of the most magnificent cathedrals ever built. And told through the eyes of those the world refuses to see. At the heart of the novel stands Notre Dame, not just a building, but a living character. Its stone walls remember everything: love, cruelty, injustice, and time. Hugo wanted to save this cathedral. But he ended up saving a piece of the human soul. And then there's Quasimodo. The bell ringer. The hunchback. The monster. But only in the eyes of those who never tried to look deeper. Born with a twisted body and a pure heart, Quasimodo is one of literature's most tragic figures. Raised in isolation, loved by no one, and punished by a world that worships beauty and power. Esmeralda is everything he is not. Beautiful. Free. Desired. But she, too, is judged, not by her soul, but by her skin. She dances in the streets. She lives outside the rules. And for that, she must be broken. Frollo, the archdeacon, is the darkest mirror of all. A man of God, who cannot control his own desires. He sees purity and wants to possess it. He sees freedom and wants to destroy it. His love turns into obsession. His belief turns into violence. He is not the monster you expect, he is the monster in plain robes. Hugo's genius lies not in making you choose sides, but in forcing you to see complexity. No one is fully innocent. And no one is fully evil. That's why it hurts. That's why it stays with you. The novel asks a cruel question: what is beauty worth? And what happens to those who fall outside it? Quasimodo cannot speak well. But his silence screams louder than any sermon. When he protects Esmeralda, when he rings the bells in mourning, when he lays beside her grave, he says everything with no words. The world never loved him. But he loved anyway. And in the end, that love was the only thing truly sacred. Not the church. Not the law. Not the crowd. Victor Hugo shows us a society obsessed with appearances. Where architecture is praised, but people are discarded. Where justice wears a blindfold, but not in mercy, in ignorance. And yet, despite all this sorrow, the novel is strangely beautiful. Because love survives. Because memory matters. Because Notre Dame stands. Quasimodo was never a monster. He was a mirror. Reflecting back the cruelty we all carry. And the kindness we rarely show. Esmeralda was not just a dancer. She was a flame. Burning too brightly for a dark world. And the bells? They never stop ringing. Not in the story. Not in us. Because the tragedy of Notre Dame is timeless. It echoes every time we judge what we don't understand. Every time we punish what doesn't fit. Every time we turn away from what's human, but inconvenient. Victor Hugo once wrote, "The greatest products of architecture are less the works of individuals than of society. But in this story, the greatest architecture is invisible. It's in the soul. In the way we choose to see others. Or fail to." The Hunchback of Notre-Dame is not a love story. It is a warning. A lament. A masterpiece made of stone, ink, and sorrow. So the next time you hear a bell, ask yourself, who is ringing it? And why do we still refuse to listen? This is Bookshelf Digest, where literature is not just read, it is felt. Subscribe for more stories that still echo.